Danny from Lego Buff Productions with another episode of MOC Building 101. And today I'll be instructing how to build a mountain for your MOCs. Now I have two kind of different strategies here. The first side you can see on the left here, it's very rocky, there's a lot more detail, more sharp edges, and here it's a little bit more flat, a little less action going on there. So I will be instructing how to build both ways, and without further ado, let's get started. So here you can see the behind the scenes of the mountain, and as you can see, I'm using these big rock pieces right here. They're very uncommon now to see in sets, but you can pick them up on Bricklink, and they're known as burps, B-U-R-P, big ugly rock pieces, because they're very large and there's not too much detail on them. But I actually got this idea from Bricks for Chris, so I do owe him credit for that. And basically, these ones, these larger ones, line the whole bottom part. And then these smaller ones up here, which you can see some more detail there on that. That's what they look like. These I have lining the top here. And then I use those as a guide to build up. So now let's take a look at the different rock formations that I use. So here are all the different rock pieces that I use to build the front of the mountain. They are all dark bluish gray slope pieces. So we'll start from the right side here. I believe this is a 1 by 3 by 2 dark bluish gray slope. I just ordered large quantities of these to use. Next we have a 1 by 1 by 3. There's a good look at that. Then we also have a 1 by 1 by 2. And then here, I just use a 1 by 1 brick, dark bluish gray brick, and then I use a cheese slope. And these are very common as extra pieces in many sets, so you may not have to buy these. I found a bunch of these just as extra pieces in some sets. Then I'm not sure the exact dimensions you would say for this brick, since it kind of has the slope cutting in there on the middle. You can see that it would be a 2 by 2 brick, and then it kind of has that cutout right there. And then here are just the inverted bricks that I used. Again, this is a 2 by 3 by 1, I believe. And then here's the 2 by 1 by 1. So you can see, it's not a wide variety, but when you put them all together and you stack them in different variations, it does look pretty cool and pretty professional. So let's put it all together now. So if we were to start building a mountain, we'd start by placing the burp down, the big ugly rock piece. And then we're going to place the bottom portion, just this little area right here. So I already have one slope in there. And this is where you want to be creative and change it up. So I'll put one of those there. Maybe I'll put the 1 by 1 brick with the cheese slope. Next I could switch it up and put maybe an inverted one right here. Another one right there. Another inverted. And then here I have the 1 by 3. Right in there, and then we can just put another one in to finish it off. And so you want to change it up, that's the key. I'll just do a quick pan along the side so you can see on the mountain. I do not have any of these same brick next to each other. That's the key. And you can see that side as well. And then from there you just want to build up. And what I like to do is I put all of my slopes in one bin, and then I just kind of randomly put my hand in there, select that one I want, and then build up from there. Now to get this kind of rough looking piece on the side here, you can see it's very jagged. There's a lot of slopes going on there. That is done by just kind of picking out random, as I mentioned. So I might just randomly grab one like this, put it up here or something after I build up, of course, that side. And then I'll put maybe one here. I'll put an inverted one, you know, just kind of randomly grabbing stuff and going with that. So you get a more jagged look that way. Now, if you make it a little more, like you pick out the pieces that you're looking for exactly, it's going to give you kind of this straighter look, less detail. However, I think this kind of looks a little bit better. This is my favorite, but you can let me know what your favorite is down in the comments below. But I think this looks just a little bit more natural there. And what this has done is kind of picking a little bit of a pattern, and the best place to see it would be right here. So, let's zoom out a little bit. And you can see I started with one of these pieces. All I used really for this area was these two pieces because I was running a little bit low on bricks. And so if you don't have a lot of money, you can just order these two and build the mountain like this. And so here you can see I have one of these right there. Then it goes up to one of these, then back, then one of these. So it just alternates these. And then the row next to it, instead of starting with one of these, it starts with one of these. And then it's the exact same pattern. It goes up. I'm doing an inverted one up there just to kind of change it up. And then over here, you can see, again, it's the larger one, then the small one, then the larger, then the small, then the larger. Here we go, larger, smaller, larger, smaller, larger, smaller, larger, smaller. So you can see that's more of a specific pattern, whereas this part, if you want it a little bit more rough, is just kind of random, grabbing pieces, just kind of seeing if they fit in or not. And the key for this is support. So this is what it looks like going down the entire mountain. It's all bricks behind it. So if I just start kind of peeling off the mountain pieces, you'll see it's all supported by bricks behind it. And this is where you want to kind of just put together a bin of colorful bricks. So you're going to need narrow bricks and also like 2x4s, 2x3s, that sort of brick right there. But especially a bunch of 1x1s. These are very helpful. And you can just buy those creative boxes with a bunch of random colored bricks in it. Or if you buy Lego at a garage sale or something, or dirty Lego, you can put behind here. This is the perfect spot for that because no one will ever see it. However, you want to make sure it's very strong. So if you're moving it around or even just playing with it for a little bit, you want to make sure it's very sturdy. So again, just taking apart this area, you can see how colorful it is behind it. And that just goes all the way down. Actually, I can take off this entire back part for you so you can get a better look at that. And there you can see that is what basically the back of it would look like if I didn't have these panels up here. Just a bunch of supports. Again, you see these burps, these big ugly rock pieces right here, just supported by some 2x4s and that sort of thing right there. So that is how you build a mountain. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out my channel for some other awesome LEGO videos. If you want some more MOC building tips, definitely put what you want to see in the comments down below. And thanks for watching.